Hello beautiful women, Lucy Shah Jahan with you. Just out for a walk with my husband in the background and my doggy here in New York, and I just wanted to come on and have a chat with you today. I just had the most exhilarating conversation with a woman in Australia who was like, Lucy, I watched your masterclass, I need to speak to you. She's like, you speak my language. And yes, she happened to be Australian, but no, she was just an epic woman who was actually at her wit's end. She's like, I've done so much work on myself. Hey, gorgeous Michelle. She's like, I've read self-help books. I had done a dating and relationships program. She said, I'm constantly, every day, watching YouTube videos, taking time out of my day to really work on myself. And she was like, but I'm stuck. She's like, nothing is changing in my life. I've done all of this work, and yet I'm attracting guys and these quasi relationships that never last past about, a few months. And she's like, I'm totally over it. I'm in my late 30s. And she's like, I don't know what else to do. I said, well, for a start, this lens of having done all the work is massively in your way. It's actually putting a roadblock there. So I said, you've been doing a lot and making a lot of effort, but unless you're seeing significant change, it's really wasting your time. She's like, well, now that you put it like that, but truly for her, it's been in her way, because she's like, why are these men just not, she thought it was with the men. And I said, no, sweetheart, it comes down to the relationship with ourselves and the alignment with ourselves. And one of her things was that she's a massively big-spirited, big-hearted woman, a lot to give in this world, beautiful soul, but she overgives massively. And at the core of it, once we got down to it, she's a naturally positive person, by the way, and this is something that can be really tricky, because she's like, I'm just confused, like I'm such a cool person, I'm a fun chick. She's like, I just don't get it. And I said, sweetie, you're doing relationships very top line. You're not connected with your heart. You're not connected with your truth. You don't speak up. You have major abandonment issues, and your worth is under the floorboards. And she stopped talking for a little bit. She was like, oh, okay, so that's not how I've been seeing myself at all. She's like, I've been seeing myself as an amazing woman and with all this really good worth, and I've been doing all this work. She's like, I just couldn't figure it out. But when we got to the heart and the truth of what was actually going on, and I took her out of the jazz hands, she could actually see for the first time, oh, this has actually been with me my whole life, this lack of worthiness. And she's like, she had intellectualized the worth, but she hadn't integrated it. So anyway, needless to say, she's now said yes to her dream, and I cannot wait to support her. But I just wanted to come on and share this with some of you in here that might be resonating with where she's at, where you might feel like, it's not that you're being lazy, you're putting yourself out there, you're doing everything that you think that you should be doing to change your life, but at the end of the day, you don't need more information. This is where I went wrong myself for many years. I just kept being a sponge and reading every book and watching The Secret 35 times, but yet when it came to relationships, nothing was ever changing for me. So I was still attracting in low vibrational relationships, men that didn't show up for me. Nothing would ever last. And that is because I had not really taken care of my own abandonment issues, and with the most important relationship, which is the relationship with ourselves. So that's what I want to say to you. If right now you're getting really fed up, that you're not seeing any tangible change in your life, we don't get time back. So whatever you're doing, it's time to get honest about it and go, it's not working, right? We can think we're the biggest spiritual junkies and we're out there doing all this stuff, and maybe you've got a therapist, and I'd say the same thing to you. Get conscious about whether what you're doing right now is actually making significant change in your life. Because if you just keep attracting in the same sort of things, it means that nothing is shifting internally. So that's my message today, is to say, are you actually really getting the right support? Because truthfully, I take people through an incredible proven process, which is over 8 weeks. You don't need to spend months upon months and years upon years getting this work. When you get the right system and a proven process, then you can really start to ramp up your life very quickly. So this is about actually saving you time and getting you on your way, rather than feeling like, for her, she said, I just keep trying and trying and trying. So she was committed, but it was just all this energy going out with absolutely no return. And it is really frustrating. And it does make you kind of think like, well, what's the point? I try all this stuff and still nothing changes. But I want to really say today, the message here is, if what you're doing isn't getting you to where you want to be and into this soulmate relationship, then it's time to try something different. So jump on a call with me. Let's chat and really see what is actually going on and if I can actually help you. Because at the end of the day, it's not about intellectualizing self-development. It's not about knowing all the things you've got to do, right? Or knowing that you're worthy. That's not enough. It's not going to change a damn thing. It's about fully embodying and integrating that self-worth and dealing with the deep pain and hurt and resentment and anger that you have been numbing and pushing down and stifling for many, many years. This isn't recent. Yeah, for me, my little 8-year-old was wreaking havoc in my adult relationships. She was the one sabotaging my relationships. She was the one that didn't feel worthy. She was the one that was a chameleon and kept adapting to every guy I ever went out with, overcompensating, people pleasing, and at the end of the day, not being me. So I really say to you, life is so much fucking richer living my life unapologetically, being who I'm meant to be, shining my light unapologetically. And that's what I want for every single woman on this planet. So it is my absolute honor to take you through this process when you're ready and committed to you. Yeah, this is about committing to you and your future, because every thought we're thinking right now is contributing to our future, our way of being, the way that we see things, the words that we use, everything. And this is an energetic universe. So it doesn't matter what words come out of your mouth if you're not actually really feeling that, and if you don't really believe that you can have a soulmate relationship and you don't actually truly align with that, then it's not going to happen. So it doesn't matter what affirmations you're saying, they're actually irrelevant until you start to have a full body knowing like, oh yeah, I really, really deserve this, and I'm an amazing woman, and any man would be so lucky to be with me, right? If you don't actually feel that, it's just words. It's just jazz hand spirituality is like what I like to call it. So anyway, that's my message for today. It absolutely excites the pants off me every time I get to liberate and help a woman liberate her own life and to grab her freedom. It's about saying you can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. So this is really to reach out to those of you to say, hey, when you're ready to do something about it, let's jump on a call. If I could give it to you over here in one live to help you change your life, I would, but I can't. And that would just be handing out band-aids. And I've committed that I will not give band-aids out to anyone in this community because it doesn't do it. It doesn't give you lasting change. If it was that easy, then I would be a billionaire right now. But the truth is it does take something. It takes fierce commitment. It takes that unapologetic, I'm going to change my life kind of attitude right now. It requires ditching the victim mentality of, oh, well, that's for other people, or I can't afford it, or I can't have that, it's bullshit. For the committed, there is always a way. And for the uncommitted, there is always an obstacle. And believe you me, I've worked with plenty of women that weren't sure how they were going to actually get this work. But they were like, I am unstoppable. I'm going to find a way because I refuse to be here in this energy, in this way of living this time next year. And they're the ones that go on and they eat up the program and they change their life. So that's what just gives me so much joy, is seeing these women just, oh my God, like from week one, like soaring. I'm like, whoa, sister, you mean business. So if that's you and you're just done.com, stop with the story that you can't have this, that this is just for lucky people. It's not. I remember having to literally borrow money to pay for rent here in New York. It wasn't that long ago. Yeah, I'm happy to share that with you. I remember going, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? And now I am thriving in every area of my life because that was the commitment I made to myself. I was done with the struggle. I was done with only ever having just enough. And this struggle is all connected and tied to your self-worth. So if you're, all the noise, could this be any noisier? So if you are struggling financially, no shit. It's because it's connected to your lack of worthiness. It's hard for you to receive. That's the truth. And when you choose to up-level your life, when you come and work with me, you better believe it, your finances will be coming up with you. It's just the way that it works. So we're talking about really up-leveling every aspect of your life. I don't teach women like, oh, this is how you attract in a soulmate. This is how you speak to a soulmate. No, this is about you coming home to your sublime magic, your magnificence, your power, your voice, your self-expression, your vulnerability, your truth, and claiming it with every fiber of your being. And that is when you move into a whole new consciousness where you start to attract in amazing high vibrational opportunities. I see miracles happen all the time in my program. And that's because they're raising their frequency. They're saying yes to getting support. Yeah? This is what it comes down to. We all deserve to be supported, every single one of us. And when you feel that you've really got people in your corner lifting you up to be the best version of yourself, you will be unstoppable. No more victimhood. No more I can't have it, it's for other people. No more struggle. We're not put on this planet to struggle. We're put on this planet to have experiences. Yes, there are obstacles. I get them all the time. But it's how we move through them. And you're either feeling like life is being done to you or life happens for you. Two completely different areas, yeah? Not areas, two different vibrations. So it's time to rise together. That's why I only teach in groups. It's about the collective. When one woman rises, we all rise. So if you're ready to just go, you know what, I'm done with trying to do this on my own and not getting a different result, then let's chat. I'm sending you so much love. Sat Sung, I can't seem to share this. Hey Claire Fitzgerald, hey. Darling, you should be able to share it. I'm not sure, maybe because I'll have a look into that. Anyway, I'm sending you guys so much love. You're friggin' epic. And then it's really about learning that it's not about more information, it's about integration and activation. That's it. You don't need any more intellectualizing on what you should be doing, okay? You're either really feeling the shifts within or you're not. Keep it simple. All right, beauties, have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are. Mwah. Bye.